buying or selling a practice can be very stressful to all involved. What services does Peak Performers provide to help alleviate that stress during the transition of a practice?
Well, there's many different ways to and many different situations that involve a doctor who's going to purchase or a doctor who's going to sell their practice. So we've kind of customized a range of programs depending on the needs of the doctor and the amount of involvement that they think that they'll need to have with us as their consultant or broker. So we can provide a practice, something as simple as a practice valuation, so that the doctor has just a baseline idea of what their practice is worth. We've also helped many doctors just begin the process of planning for the transition so that when they are ready to sell the practice, either in the near future or down the road, they have an idea and a sense of what the process is going to be involved and what they can do to actually create some more value in their practice short term, or understand what type of doctor is going to be the best fit to buy the practice. And then we've also know that there's situations where an owner doctor has an employee doctor that's in place already and has asked or considered about buying the practice. So we have a program in place that we can walk the doctors, both the associate and the owner doctor, through the steps that they need to come up to some sort of agreement on price and transition plan and so on. And then also, of course, the traditional where the doctor says it's time for me to retire and I want to sell my practice, we can take care of the whole thing from start to finish, which would mean doing the valuation, determining the best way to market the practice, screening and talking to various buyers, and then getting both of them through the due diligence and the offer phase, and then finally doing the legal documents and the closing. So there's as many different practices that change hands. There's many different scenarios, and we try to customize our plans to help each doctor out so that there isn't a one-size-fits-all, because every situation is unique. So we've found various different ways to help doctors, and all the folks that we've worked with have been very pleased with the options that they have.
I found that a lot of dentists really aren't, they're focused on care, and they don't know a lot necessarily about business and, evaluations or how much the practice is valued. And, they may think the practice is valued a lot more than what it actually is. And so you probably have to sit down and clearly spell out how you arrived at the valuation for the practice. You find that's a problem?
Well, I think what happens is that, from what I've seen and my experience has been, is that the sale of their practice is a very emotional thing for the current owner doctor. And so this has been their baby, their career, their lifeblood, and sweat equity and so on for years and decades usually. And so it's very difficult for them to take a step back and really look at objectively what the pros and the cons of their practice are. And so by sitting down with someone that has worked with doctors before, helped them through transitions, who's done valuations for other practices, it's a very, very valuable resource to really kind of give them a reality check and also let them know how to maximize the value of their practice. And on the flip side, a lot of buyers, unfortunately, don't necessarily have a realistic expectation of what their responsibilities are and what they should look for and expect if they're going to become an owner. So, not every doctor is ready to make that leap from being an employee where they can come in at 8 and leave at 6 to being the owner, that they work when they have to work, and there's administrative time and dealing with the vendors and the staff and all that. So, again, having someone as an advisor, consultant, and so on that has helped buyers get a good sense of what they can expect if they're going to purchase a practice is very key, because if a new buyer steps in and they're not ready, it could cost them a lot of money at the very least, but certainly create a lot of headaches for them that they could have easily avoided if they were better prepared to become an owner.
Your company, Peak Performers, provides a lot of valuable services for clients. What's the best way for potential clients to get a hold of you?
Well, doctors that are interested in trying to get some more information about the services that we offer and the ways that we can help them out, probably the best way is to either contact me directly at our office, and that number is 888-477-7325, or they can easily reach me via email at kensmith@peakdental.com. So those are probably both the best ways to get in touch with me, and I'd be more than happy to provide them with any kind of information or such on any of the services that we offer to dental practices.
Ken, I really appreciate the time you've given me today. You've really helped provide some insight into several important and critical areas of dental practice. Thank you very much for your time.
Great, Kent. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
Well, check out our website, dentalpracticecash.com, for all your practice financing needs. We offer equipment leasing, working capital loans, funds for remodeling and expansion, as well as practice acquisition financing. That's dentalpracticecash.com. Thank you for joining us today. Tune in next time for part 4 of our series when I interview Donna Seavor, owner of Seavor on Dentistry. Donna is a well-respected dental practice consultant.